Welcome back, boys and girls. Today we got a fun episode planned out for us. I'm sure many of you have heard of the actress Cara Delevingne. She was recently on an episode of Architectural Digest, and she did a little house tour. And I'm not gonna lie, the house kind of slaps, which is odd to say because it looks like a tornado went off inside of it. It kind of gives off Ferris Bueller's Room vibes, but I'm kind of a big fan of that. It's not your typical rich person's cookie cutter home. It doesn't feel like a museum when you walk inside of it. It actually feels like someone lives in there. Someone has a good time in it, which isn't always the case, as I said. So I definitely appreciated that. And without further ado, let's just go ahead and jump into this video.
Hi guys, we've met before, right? Hi AD, I'm Cara Delevingne and welcome to my house.
But before we do that, consider subscribing and go ahead and smash that like button.
This house is one of my favorite places to be. It's kind of like an adult playhouse, I like to call it. So we start off here. This is one of my favorite art pieces in the house. It's James Turrell. I'm a big fan of it. I just tend to kind of stand in front of it and...
Did Architectural Digest blur out that picture? It looks like it's blurry. Is the painting supposed to be like that? It's a little odd. I mean, I get what she's saying. You can just definitely for sure stand and stare at it for hours, but like, what even is it? It looks like someone painted what it looks like for me to look at things when I take my glasses off.
Stare at it, but don't stay too long because you might start to hallucinate. And as we...
What did she say the artist's name was?
I'm a big fan of it. Here, this is one of my favorite art pieces in the house. It's James Turrell.
James Turrell? Let's go ahead and see how much a typical James Turrell painting goes for. I'm sure it's on the cheap. It's probably not too expensive. Let's go ahead and check this out. Oh damn, this guy's been doing some work for a while. Got stuff as early as the 60s. Interesting. Well, that's it. It says a private Turrell commission typically costs up to $2 million. So that's obviously like someone specifically asking for a certain kind of piece. $2 million though, that's crazy. I mean, I'm sure looking at this while on mushrooms or acid is a good time. I don't know if I'd be spending $2 million. And I'm assuming she didn't spend $2 million. It was probably like around more like 500,000. I doubt someone would ask for a custom piece as such. Who knows though? And as we go into this other room, this is kind of the main sitting room. If you look at the ceiling, I really love the lattice work. It reminds me of being outside. And like, this is what, just looking at this living space, it's on all accounts, technically ugly. It's absolutely atrocious, but for some reason, I find it appealing.
The Gucci wallpaper is also one of my favorites, and you'll see a continuation of that.
Gucci wallpaper.
This is one of my favorite pieces in the room.
I want to. How much is Gucci wallpaper? That has got to be just ridiculous. $500. She easily spent over 10 grand to put Gucci wallpaper on her house. Oh my gosh, is it worth it? I mean, like this floral one kind of slaps, but $500, just so excessive. It is Gucci though. Anyways, back to the video.
It reminds me of being in England. I don't know why, with like horse straps, I suppose. We have a beautiful fireplace in here for the winter. A rotisserie chicken thing, which I've never used, but it was part of the old house, but it will hopefully one day be used when I am able to get my family here for Christmas. That will be amazing. So this is the kitchen. I love that color blue. I think it's one of my favorite colors. We have a massive...
This is a really nice kitchen, but even like the coloring, it always feels so off. Like the blue, it reminds me of something by the sea. It feels more like a beach house, but I don't know what it is. It's very calming, relaxing. It's got some homey vibes to it, even though the color feels slightly out of place.
After the kitchen, we're gonna go into the like main dining room. This house before, it was built in around the 30s, but before the guys who owned it, it was very black and white. And I wanted to lighten everything up, brighten everything up. And I took one of the old art pieces from my first AD thing with my sister, and I put it in this house, the Chemical X. Shh, Alfie. That's me trying to be calm. Alfie.
And it just, the chairs don't even match the drapes, are purple and yellow complementary colors. I don't know, because this shouldn't, you should walk in here and just get like a sensory overload. There's so much going on in this one room, but it feels right. You can tell that like she actually kind of curated this look. It's her design, which I would much rather have, even if it's fucking disgusting. Even if you guys hate the way this room looks or the house looks, it's nice to see someone actually putting their touch into a house, as opposed that Nile Miami guy or whatever the fuck his name was. That whole house was just like barren. It felt like you were walking in a museum, like I was saying. And a lot of other like popular homes, like YouTuber homes. I remember seeing a video recently, and their entire house was just white. It was literally all white, basically the entire house. And I was like, why? That's not even fun to look at. Why do you just want white walls? So it is cool to see someone adding some personal touches.
It's okay. This house is very hard floors, so when you step on the floor too much, it hurts your feet. That sounds so spoiled, and I know it is, but I got a little mini razor scooter so I could scoot from my bedroom to the kitchen. Yeah. So now we're back into the drawing room. I call this the games room. This wicked, well, it's a see-through piano, which I like to play piano on.
It's got RGB in it. That kind of slaps.
Naked, because I've been alone in this house for a long time, so generally I would be naked, but obviously AD said no to that, so I don't know why. As we come over here, again, Hugh Hefner is a big inspiration for this house. You know, this is kind of feels like my Playboy Mansion.
I've played on that pinball machine, specifically the one that Cara is showing us. I've actually been invited into her home. Nah, I'm just kidding. I played it at some like old arcade, but it's a good pinball machine.
I'm lucky to work with my architect, Niccolo Bini, who I worked with on the last house. He made all of my mad, crazy ideas, which, you know, some things I thought he would say, we can't do that, or that's kind of crazy, but he made all of them come to life. I'd say if I was Alice in Wonderland, he'd be the Mad Hatter. So this was probably the newest thing that he helped me create. I think I called him up one day and asked for this, and he genuinely made this happen. So this is my vagina tunnel. Shall I go through? I'm gonna go through. Oh God. And then you're inside.
Oh man. Oh shit. Rich people can do with their money, man. I love how where I paused it. It just looks like she's getting sucked up by this giant vagina. Also, gentlemen, just for your information, that little ball right up top is the clitoris, okay? You wanna keep an eye out if you're ever pleasuring a woman. But no, that is a nice added touch. I like that it's an anatomically correct vagina tunnel. I do appreciate that.
You want to come in, Alfie? Come on, baby. I come in here to think, I come in here to create, I feel inspired in the vagina tunnel. So I'm going to show you where this lovely labia leads. See you there. Oh God, Leo, watch out.
I'm kind of pissed that they didn't take you through the tunnel.
The theme of this house, it's not Alice in Wonderland. Every room has a different theme. But again, I feel like the theme of this is definitely like a Mad Hatter's tea party. But there's like jungle theme, there's Beverly Hills Hotel. There's like an old English style in here.
2 grand pianos. That's pretty gnarly. That's a bit of a flex. Be like, yeah, I got 2 grand pianos in my house. And one of them's actually RGB. So what can I say?
But also very obviously typically LA and plants galore. So it's still jungle, but I definitely think it's a bit more mad.
I do appreciate, as she mentioned, all the flowers around the house. It's a nice feature. It really spruces up the home.
Then we go out here. This is kind of my little like garden sanctuary. We have like all the plants and the lemon and orange trees, and we have these curtains you can kind of close if you want privacy. This is an extremely peaceful area for me. It's like where I go sit in the morning. I need a script to read or something I need to get done. Oh, look! Where I go sit in. And you can kind of close.
Is this Is this paraphernalia? Is she smoking marijuana? The devil's lettuce? My God. Does she not know what that stuff does to your brain? No wonder her house looks like this. No wonder it's so fucking crazy. She's out here smoking the reefers, man. This is ridiculous.
This is my wardrobe. Everything, again, like I said, was very dark. So most of it was black and it was quite hard to see any of the clothes. So we just decided to kind of paint it all white. So as we keep going through here, this bathtub is everything. A massive TV, you see this little walkway. It's quite scary probably.
That bathtub, she has a very good point. Absolutely slaps. And that view right on the outside, gosh darn, that's gotta be absolutely relaxing. And the TV, dude, you could just sit in there for hours, have a long day, bring a bottle of wine in there with you, you're good to go. No more problems anymore, man. But
the gardener who sees me stark naked, I forget to put down the shade sometimes. Then I have the steam shower, which is brilliant. This toweling chair, a his and her sink or a hers and her sink, you know, depending on my mood. This is my shoe cupboard, which is basically just trainers and boots and like 1 or 2 pairs of heels, namely these, or lots of stripper heels, which is great because they're actually very comfortable. Yeah, lots and lots of boots and lots and lots.
God, dude, she has so many fucking shoes. Jesus Christ. I mean, she had a lot of clothes too, so, you know, you gotta have the shoes to be able to match the fit. But man, it's got some repping the Doc Martens. Not bad, not bad. She got some Nikes. These might have some resale value on them. She's sitting on gold right here.
Trainers, which again describes me perfectly. So as we go back through here, thank you, Leo, for guarding the door. Come here. This pool table.
Oof, that is an ugly chandelier. I don't know what it is about it, but I hate it. It's disgusting.
It is such a beautiful color. It's obviously vintage and just stunning. I'm pretty good at pools, so watch out, everybody. This is my favorite cue. It's pink. And then I like to just kind of stand. What? I'm joking. I knew that was there.
That was one of the most disappointing things about growing up is the lack of secret doorways. You know, in a lot of movies and just books, it seemed like it was a common thing in homes to just have secret passages, vagina tunnels, just places to escape. And then as you get older, you realize like, oh, this isn't actually how it works. There's no, you don't go into a home and the realtor's not advertising secret passages, secret doorways. And it kind of just broke me as an adult. I'm not gonna lie, I was disappointed.
This carpet is one of my favorites because you're just like following the tiger up the stairs. A lot of what this house was based on is like in my job and everything I do, I have to wear a lot of different hats.
Like this, you go from the carpet on the stairway is blue and got fucking tigers on it. And then you go into this room and it's just like completely different. There's just so much stuff going on, a bunch of different colors clashing. I don't know. I like it.
So I thought anyone who comes upstairs, you have to get a different hat. So, you know, there's a hat for every occasion. This is someone's personal favorite. Usually people come and claim their hat or people give me a hat.
I don't want to assume here or just make a statement, but it seems possibly like orgies may or may not go on in this house. This feels a little bit like the Playboy Mansion, except for Cara here. And it feels a little bit like a party house.
Depending on, you know, which one shall I go for though? But this one would kind of match my look, right? Oh, chic. This is my favorite wallpaper. Have I said that a million times? This is Jonathan Yeo, he's an artist.
The wallpaper does slap, I'll admit that. But what's the deal with the picture frames? Why do you just like put picture frames over the wallpaper to like make it look like the wallpaper is in the picture frames? I don't understand that. It's kind of weird. I feel like you should have just left the walls blank or actually put a frame up that had a different picture in it, but that's just me.
This is also my costume cupboard. It's not very neat, but it's pretty cool.
Like, come on. Come on, who has a costume room and doesn't throw giant sex parties? Tell me right now.
I feel like everyone needs to change a little bit. When they're feeling a certain way, everyone needs to come up and just like get out of their heads and just have a laugh. This is the kind of like David Lynch inspired poker room. So welcome. This is where I take people's money and put it into the house. I'm pretty good at poker. I did not know this, but I feel like if you can, everyone needs to have a ball pit in a near vicinity. It doesn't matter what age you are. The meaning I have from this.
This just isn't fair, all right? Every time I went to Chuck E. Cheese as a kid, there was never a goddamn ball pit. That's the only thing I ever wanted to do, was play in the ball pit. And she's got a ball pit in her home. She is truly just living the high life.
There's a shoe in here? That's not cute. I'm a big movie freak. This is the projector screen, which comes down from here, the sofa, and you just get cozy and just have a marathon of movies. It's been really great. On this screen specifically, watching anything David Attenborough or like Avatar, any like big cinema movies is crazy. Even watching an Apple screensaver on this thing is amazing. I've done that for a few hours. I've just been like, this is another bar. Again, we tried to carry in the theme of jungle and kind of taking the beautiful.
This bar kind of goes hard. I really like the design on it. I don't know what that is, but the countertop looks cool. The green of the rocky looking stuff, it's not bad. Again, doesn't match anything else in the room, but it goes hard nonetheless.
Green throughout the house. There's a lot of golds, a lot of greens. Obviously, I like to drink Delevingne. Me and my sisters co-own this beautiful Prosecco company. This is a wicked little arcade machine which has every single arcade game you could ever want. Damn. All the old ones. You've got Tetris, Pac-Man.
What is that thing? That looks dope. Gonna talk to my roommate, dude, see if he wants to split it. Install that bad boy in our apartment. What was it? Polycade, I think. Oof. All right, this is the one she had. How much is this? Is my computer gonna work, or is the Wi-Fi out? What's the deal here, man? So it's about like $3 to $5 grand. So my roommate and I probably aren't gonna get that installed, which is a shame because that would be pretty cool to have this bad boy. But you know, maybe someday, maybe someday.
Play 2-player, you could do that for days. And then we have that next to the old, this is an old classic vintage jukebox, which I picked out all of these 45s myself. This is my band room. This is where I like to play music.
Hey, let's see what her taste in music is like. Good vibrations, goes hard. Stevie Wonder, okay. Kung Fu Fighting, not bad, not bad. The Beatles, okay. Jackson 5. Some more Beatles. Oh, damn, she's a Beatles fan. Hell yeah. Oh, Hot Chocolate Thong Song. Not sure I've heard that one. Okay, Queen, another banger. Roy Orbison, damn, okay, all right. Madonna, dude, she listens to some bangers, man. She's got some good taste in music.
This is where I like to play music, instruments. I play the drums and the piano and guitar, so I can kind of move around and play with people when they come over. This is a guitar I was given by Karl Lagerfeld. This is my David Bowie signed guitar. This is obviously like crazy.
Man, is that really signed by David Bowie?
This is my David Bowie signed guitar.
That is the worst signature I've seen in my entire life. What is that even? Okay, it's got very best wishes. Man, Bowie just did not give a fuck. He was just chicken scratched all over that thing. But, all right, it definitely says Cara, very best wishes. But yeah, man, he's either got horrible penmanship or just put in zero effort with that signature.
Again, another secret door. This room is another continuation of my old house. This is kind of a little more sexy.
Okay. I repeat, dude, the orgies for sure have gone in this house, bro. Okay, we got I mean, it is just a normal swing, but sex swings look a little different. A stripper pole, there's mirrors all up in this bitch on the ceiling. Come on, what's really going on
I call this
in this house,
room,
Cara?
or the pussy palace. Everything is
the pussy. Were those
the room or
what's
the pussy
what's
palace?
on? Are those dude? Those are fucking handcuffs, dog. This girl is into some kinky shit. My God. Oh man. I don't know why I find that so funny. It's the chains got me. Yeah. All right. Cara is into kinky stuff, confirmed.
Everything is, you can touch. Again, it's all very like touchy, I suppose. You know, a swing if you want to play. Lots of balls, mirrored ceilings and all. It's the pink pussy palace. That's.
You didn't even. No one asked or mentioned the handcuffs.
You're boring. So. We have this like indoor-outdoor area. This is kind of like a seating area with a parrot. Again, Jenga. Another bar, which is beautiful. I mean, I spend a lot of time out here because I could be trampolining. Oh no. No one thought I could do this with Prosecco, but I can. I don't know if these are meant to have C's on them, but I don't know if they're for me. But I'm just gonna say they are. But that'd be pretty cool. This outdoor area was mostly stone, so there was no grass, which someone that loves green and nature, I really wanted as much grass as possible, and especially because I have dogs. So it kind of creates these little islands of grass. This is definitely Alice in Wonderland. If you take a look inside, it's insane. It's so beautiful. And this is just such a comfy, nice place to sit when it's sunny and you don't want to be in the sun. I want to figure out how to, I don't know, put a laser show up in here or something. This pool was, again, one of the reasons why I bought the house when I saw this pool. Everything about this house was different to every other house I'd seen. And this is, where I have barbecues. Still haven't had one, but that will happen soon. Hopefully this summer. You see the lions. They're my spirit animal. They're my star sign. I've met some lions in real life. They're really just incredible. But there is something to be said, like if you get intimidated by a lion, they can smell it. But if you show no fear, it kind of just is a metaphor for how I am in life. Like fake it till you make it, or at least just exude the thing that you want to be. I think fear is the biggest obstacle in life. And if we can kind of get over that, you can really do anything. So I think that's all.
Well, I think we'll leave it at that. I mean, she just dropped some serious deep facts on us. And in all honesty, I really did like that house. It was not your typical home. It was not. I'm sure a lot of people probably think it's just very ugly, mismatched. There's just too much going on in the house. But to me, when kids imagine, like when you're a child, and you imagine having a bunch of money or just making a home, things that you want in life, I feel like this is the home you make when you're a child. But as you get older, either you change or you just, I don't know, just turn into a fucking loser who thinks that everything needs to be perfect and look this way and that. And you kind of forget about your childhood aspirations. And it just feels like Cara here did not do that. It just really, I don't know. It feels like a young person lives here. And I mean, obviously she is, but it's just, the home's just very lively, like a lot of stuff going on. And I just appreciate that, because a lot of these house tours that you see, the homes are just very bland and boring, which I'm not a fan of. You got all this money. Why don't you make it look cool, And thanks for tuning in, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for sticking along for the ride. And if you did, consider subscribing. Go ahead and smash that like button. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think about the house. And as always, I will see you next time.